Welcome back to the Aesthetic Blueprint. This is Jessica with Symplast, and I am here today with Dr. Vemula, who is a longtime Symplast user. Well before my time. Yeah. How long have you been with Symplast?
Since 2019.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Even before COVID.
Right, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it worked out perfectly since I started my practice in the height of COVID. So I saw a lot of virtual patients. Symplast worked very well for us.
Fantastic. So, Dr. Vemula, tell me a little bit about your practice. Like, what do you specialize in, and how long have you been in business?
Sure. So, I've been out on my own for about 5 years now, but I've been in practice about 10 years. And I'm in New Jersey on the Jersey Shore.
Beautiful.
I'm in solo private practice. And my practice concentrates on breast and body cosmetics and a lot of breast reconstruction.
Fantastic. So when you brought Symplast on, what was kind of like the catalyst for moving to a new platform?
So I left my prior practice and I started on my own. So I was looking for something that was paperless, that was portable, where I could access it from any device. So like the system we had in my old practice, it was on a server in the office. If you had to log into it, it was very difficult. It was almost on like Windows 95 type of theme and everything like that. So when I started my own, I've been a big Apple person for the good part of the past decade. So I wanted something that was iOS-based, easy to use. So Symplast just seemed to check all the boxes for me.
Amazing. Well, and you and I were just talking a minute ago, and context for everyone listening in, we're currently at the PSTM 2025 meeting in New Orleans.
Yep.
But you and I were just chatting how your office is 100% paperless, correct?
Yep, as much as we can. So there's still some forms and whatnot that have to be signed on paper, just because we need like a wet signature. But for the most part, all of our consents are signed on the iPad. Patients love it. We communicate with the patients wirelessly with Symplast. So and it's cut down on a lot of my staff's work too, so they don't have to print out endless forms and whatnot. So it probably eliminates at least like 20, 30 hours of work.
That's amazing. Well, and you were saying too, you've recently onboarded a couple of new staff members, and you didn't even really need to train them much. Is that correct?
Right. Yeah. So a couple of people we hired, they're very iOS friendly. Everybody is familiar with an iPhone. So when they started with me, set them up on Symplast, set them up on Symplast University. And I said, just play around with it. I think it'll be very intuitive. If you run into some issues or trouble, there's always Symplast University. I'd say within the end of their first day, they're pretty comfortable with it. And by the end of the first week, they're pretty savvy. And even for us from the practice and admin side, just to set up a new person, set their permissions, I think probably like under 10 minutes to create a new user.
That's amazing. Yeah, it really helps you as a busy practice owner scale really fast.
Right, absolutely. And especially like when we're a small practice, we don't have an IT department or whatnot. We like to keep things simple. When someone leaves a practice, when someone's out on leave, to deactivate their access, just log in, one button I click, and it's done for me. I don't need to call my IT people, put in a support ticket or anything like that. So it's pretty user-friendly. Yeah.
So now you just got introduced about 10 minutes ago to our AI EHR note taker. You and I did kind of like a little mock Botox consultation. What did you think?
It's pretty impressive. I didn't expect it to be that accurate, so I'm looking forward to using it in my practice, tweaking it to our needs. So I think that'll definitely save a lot of time, capture a lot more information. So we're just talking about, I do a lot of breast reconstruction consults. It's a very harrowing experience for women with breast cancer. They've been diagnosed.
Absolutely.
They come into my practice. Most of my breast cancer reconstruction consultations are usually an hour and a half. And in that hour and a half, we try not to overwhelm the patient, show them all their options, but some of the information, understandably, it's just so overwhelming no matter what we do. So I think the very good use of this AI feature is it could transcribe my entire encounter with the patient. I could share it with them and say, hey, this is all we talked about. I know it's probably so overwhelming. Take a look at it. If you have any more questions, always come back to me. I think it just makes that process so much easier.
Fantastic. I can't wait to hear how that works for you, because we're gonna turn it on at the end of the conference, so you'll have it on Monday morning when you get
perfect.
back.
Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear like how it allows you to be even more nimble in your practice. So I think just to kind of wrap it up, for physicians that are maybe considering making the switch, looking to get off of paper and moving, into the digital age if they haven't already, or just looking to find a new EMR in general, what's the number one reason you would tell someone to consider Symplast?
So I think it's like simple to use, very intuitive, like really great features. A couple of things we didn't talk about are like I love the photo and the features where you could compare pictures. Like in plastic surgery, sometimes patients come in and say, "Oh, did this treatment really make a difference?" And right in the consultation room, I could bring up a before and after picture, do a comparison, and say, "Hey, yeah, we did like 20 units of Botox on you, but look at these lines before, look at them today." And I always tell my patients, when you look at yourself in the mirror every day, you might not see those changes, but when I do a comparison picture, it's really easy to see. And the other thing that I've absolutely loved about it is the secure text messaging feature, where
we were just talking about that.
So it's really good to keep in touch with our surgical patients. So in our practice, we kind of mandate any patient that's going through surgery, we walk them through downloading the Symplast patient app, walk them through doing a test message, and we say, if you're having an issue, you need to let us know right away. Even while I was at this conference yesterday, I got a message from a patient saying, "Doc, is my nipple looking okay on a breast surgery I did?" If we didn't have this, I'd be like, okay, you need to email me a picture, let me log in, take a look at it, wait for the email to come through. Sometimes they write down our email wrong, it goes to somebody else. Yeah. And within a couple minutes, I got the picture. I was like, seems fine, you're okay, go on with your day. It takes anxiety away from both the patient and the surgeon. So a picture is worth 1,000 words. If someone was describing it, "Oh, I think it looks okay. The color might be okay. I'm not sure." I don't know what they're talking about. But once they send the picture, I'm like, "All right, I'm out of town, but I'm okay. Your surgical sites are fine. I don't need to call in my covering doctor."
Yeah.
Or whatnot. Or the other aspect of it too is I get pictures sometimes saying, "Hey doc, something's not looking right here. Send me a picture." They have a big hematoma. I was like, "I need you to go to the emergency room right now." So
wow.
So cuts down on even if there is a surgical complication, cuts down on the time from the patient to notice it to we go back to the OR and need to intervene.
Yeah.
So to go back to your question, if someone's looking for an EMR that has a lot of things in one platform where you don't have to have other vendors for certain things, I know some EMRs don't do the secure text messaging, so I hear from my colleagues when a new patient comes in, they're setting them up on 3 different systems. And I think that takes a lot of administrative work for your office staff. So
yeah. I mean, gosh, the power of that alone and the way that you can provide such elevated patient care.
Yep.
I mean, those are phenomenal examples right there. And that's kind of that power of that secure patient app, of being able to know you can do that. And I mean, my God, how many times have we all typed in an email address wrong? Can you imagine that photo going to the wrong
exactly.
inbox?
And remember, these are HIPAA-secure conversations too.
Yeah.
So I love that secure messages is HIPAA-secure. And the patients like it too. I tell them, I'm not going to post your billboard. In New Jersey, our major highway is called a Garden State Parkway. So I say, don't worry. It's this picture stays in our HIPAA-secure system. It's not going to be posted on a billboard on the Parkway. So,
oh my gosh, yes.
And it's just cut down on a lot of, even unnecessary phone calls or things that could be handled with a simple text. So another thing for the patient too is if they need to call us, it goes to the answering service. Just to get in touch with me, it might be 20, 30 minutes, whereas when I'm on Symplast, I respond right away, and the patients are very impressed. They're like, "I did not think you would get back to me right away." So
that's amazing.
I always say, my wife jokes that my phone's my second wife, so I always have it on me. So
I mean, I love that, but also I'm sorry for your wife. But At the same point, I mean,
Yeah.
it allows you to be so much more nimble as a physician.
Yeah, exactly.
Really does. So, well, Dr. Vemula, I cannot thank you enough. One, for coming and doing this podcast last minute with me.
Oh, no problem. Happy to
But then
talk with
also
you guys.
just, the years of partnership we've had with you, and then, all the feedback that you have provided, I know, to me and my team members over the years, just to keep pushing Symplast forward to be the best platform for plastics.
Yeah. And the other aspect of it, I think the support is great. We send in a support ticket, someone answers us back, and sometimes, if we have like a major issue, I flag it. This is a high priority. Don't ever let Ben go. He's awesome.
Ben is amazing.
Yeah, so
He's
we had an issue
OG.
last week. Something
Yeah.
wasn't working. I was like, high priority is like, I can't get into the system. Literally responded to me within 10 minutes. So, yep, it's like, we're already aware of this issue. We're working on it. And what I really appreciated from you guys is we're getting an update every hour until the issue is resolved.
Oh, I'm so glad to
on
hear
the
that.
support end, we're very happy. So.
That's fantastic. Well, Dr. Vemula, thank you so much for your time today. It's been lovely talking with you.
Likewise.
And I know I'll be talking to you again soon anyway.
So we're looking for many more years of partnership with you guys.
Yeah,
So.
love it. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of the conference. If I don't
too.
see
Enjoy
you.
New Orleans. This is my second home. I did my training here.
Oh,
so,
you did?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is only my second time here,
Yeah.
and it is the personality of the city alone.
It's
is
something
just,
very unique. I don't think you'll find anything like this.
No,
in
not
America.
at all. Yeah, not at all. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and have a great rest of the show.
You too.
We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Thanks, everyone.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Bye.